So let's see together, because they are creating, as we speak, more and more cameras for video creators, for bloggers, with dumb-down menus and with smaller and compact sizes, but do we need them? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One and Sony, and today we're gonna discuss this new generation of cameras that they are proposing us, because the Panasonic S9, the Fuji X-M5 and the Sony E-mount, they are all super compact and thought for vloggers. So they did dumb down the menu. You don't have the settings anymore. You have the clearer or darker or more bokeh or less depth of field commands in the menu, but I think that there is no need, because I actually don't need to sacrifice when I want to go down on size. I can have a camera with a hot shoe, with a mechanical shutter, with a proper stave, and so the Fuji doesn't have the stave, the Panasonic doesn't have EVF, nor hot shoe, nor mechanical shutter. The Sony is just a dumbed down version of a small body, which is actually this one. So this one is small enough, even if you want to go out vlogging, and you simply take it like that. And as you can see, it's small. It's as small as a Panasonic S9. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the website. I normally use the website which is called Camera Decision. You can select the models you want to compare, and you have the list of specs and the dimensions, and so you can have an informed choice of what you actually need. Now, ideally, I didn't choose this camera. This camera chose me because it was proposed by a friend who didn't need any more, so I didn't really go and pick it up. But when he proposed me, I thought this was a great combo and a great value for the bucks, and so I'm using it ever since. To record this episode right now, I'm using my crappy Motorola because I wanted to showcase you the camera, so even the audio is not this proper boom mic which I'm using directly in the hot shoe. This is why you need a hot shoe. You might need to use the flash when you're shooting street photography. You might need to place a boom mic so you don't have cords and you don't have to charge the lav mic, the wireless microphones, the receiver, the transmitter, the whatever, and then you just need your camera, your glass, your mic, and you're good to go. If you want to record and to vlog, you simply switch it off, switch out the screen like that. Otherwise, then you can simply remove everything and have a super pocketable camera. Now, I'm also using the additional grip down here, but if you remove it, as I'm doing right now, you can see this is a very small camera. Now, I will show you with the Camera Decision. I will put side by side this A7C Mark II to the Panasonic S9. And as you can see, the width and the height of the body will be the same. The only difference in size is the thickness, because this one has a proper grip, which is a big plus. Now, as you can see, dimensions are very similar, 124 by 71 and 126 by 74. So the Sony is even a few millimeters smaller, but it's thicker because of the grip. So 16 millimeters thicker because of the grip, and like 30 grams heavier, which is fine. Of course, it doesn't have the 6K open gate that the S9 has. And then it's a different mount, M-mount, E-mount. All the other specs you can find down here. Not all of them are correct, but it's okay. I don't think you are deciding whether you have 7 or 6.5 IBIS f-stops. So probably you know already what kind of system you want to have, if Sony, if L-mount, whatever. But at least you can compare the specs and the dimensions, and as you can see, there is no need to cripple down a camera in name of the dimensions, when in the very end it's not gonna be so compact. So now let's try and see if they added already the Fuji X-M5. Maybe yes, nice. And so we can compare it with the Panasonic S9 and see here. All right, so these are more or less the same offering, 24, 26 megapixel. This is full frame, which is a big plus. This is APS-C, but let's go down, because in this case, having an APS-C pays off. As you can see, the dimensions, it's 112 by 67 compared to 126 by 74. So this Fuji is really smaller, but you are compromising on the dimension of the sensor, and then on other thing, also you're compromising on the IBIS. That's a big one. So you need to rely on the OIS from the glasses. Raw video recording, both can have 6K open gate. It's gonna be an informed decision this time. They didn't add the price for the Fuji yet. Let me see. Yes, price 800 versus 1500. So this is also to be taken into consideration. They crippled that poor Panasonic that doesn't have a mechanical shutter. It doesn't have a hot shoe. And so there was no need to do that, because Sony proved us that it does not need to do that. And then if you want to go even smaller with Sony, honestly guys, I'm not a Sony fanboy, so I don't know if it's evident enough, but I'm not a Sony fanboy. I'm just appreciating a tool, because this is a very good tool for my photography and for my video creation. And so it's a good tool, similarly to the Panasonic S5 Mark II X, which I had in Vancouver, was a great tool for the box. But honestly, we're not talking about Leica image quality. It's a great hybrid. Now I'm more of a hybrid shooter, so with the stay, with the autofocusing, the video back has beaten, and now I can go around and shoot more videos, more B-roll. I don't have a gimbal, but honestly, if you want to shoot as a hybrid shooter, this is the right size. So you don't need to go any smaller than that. The Fuji X-M5, it might be a great tool. I don't know. I didn't try it yet. I didn't see anything about the AF. This has a great AF. The Panasonic has a better stage. So it's a matter of you win some, you lose some. What you really need, you're gonna be compromising, but make an informed decision. You can compare cameras. Unfortunately, there are not many shops anymore where you can actually go and put them side by side. There were a few ones in Vancouver. There is one in Milan, but I don't know where you live. If you are in the countryside or whatever, you have to purchase online, which is a different way of choosing your camera body and the system. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the reviews to come. And I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.